You all know him, the entrepreneur, philanthropist, and billionaire playboy, Xander. He's agreed to grace our stage to talk about his latest book, Taking Off the Failure Filter, 3 Simple Rules for Conquering Fear and Dating Success. Give it up for Xander, everybody!
Excellent. One moment, please. This is all part of success. It's all iteration, right? But today I'm here to talk to you about taking off the failure filter. What do we mean by that? We mean the lens by which we see our lives and we think, boy, that wasn't very good. I didn't do a good job. This is the failure filter. And what we're going to do is we're going to conquer our fears and we're going to date success. We're going to take success out for a lovely meal. We're going to call success up and we're going to say, hey, success, put on that dress that you said you felt so beautiful in. I'm picking you up and I'm going to take you to the most exquisite restaurant. And we're going to have a night that you're never going to forget. You're going to wake up one morning and I'm going to look you in the eyes and say, success, you've made me the most happy man alive. If I died tomorrow, my life would be complete knowing that I knew you. Success. So, why do we fail? Why do we wear this failure filter? Number 1 is the fear of upsetting the status quo. Number 2 is a fear of success. And number 3 is a fear of failure. So why do we fail? It's fear. And who do we see here but the most scared dog in the whole world? Scooby-Doo. But let's talk about this first point, fear of upsetting the status quo. So what I want you guys to do, just bear with me for a moment. Look to your left. Now look to your right. No, you sir. Why did you just do that?
I guess
because I told you to.
Billionaire.
Yeah, because I told you to, right? Yeah, that's where you were wrong. See? You're great. Just want to mess up the pictures here. He was a social scientist. He conducted this experiment, right? Yes? Where he got a group of boys, split them in 2. He said, one group, you're the wardens. One group, you're the prisoners. And what they found is that the more rules they gave the wardens to enforce upon the prisoners that were mean and hurtful, the more the wardens just did it, right? Because if we follow rules, we can become agents in a terrible, destructive process. So, sir, will you apologize to the audience? Yes, okay. You became an agent in a terrible, destructive process that leads to failure. How to flip this to success? Rule number 1, drive like you have something to be. Now, what do I mean by this? What I mean by this is when you get in your car, there's these little rules that society puts on us. Go a certain speed. Don't merge without looking. Don't beep your horn at people. Don't drive on the wrong side of the road. No, those are wrong because you have someplace important to be. Now, is this a metaphor? Yes. Should you apply this to business or dating or anything else? Yes. But also this is literal. So when you go home tonight, drive like your home is the most important place in the world. Now, reason number 2 why we fail. Fear of success. Now, what do we mean by this? We're going to date success. Success is the opposite of failure. But sometimes we can be afraid to get what we want, right? And so, Again, it's fear. Scooby-Doo, still afraid, yes. What do we mean by this? If you do not give yourself the leisure to be thirsty, you cannot take pleasure in drinking. So if you do not let yourself feel success, you will not be successful, yes? So rule number two, drink like you're thirsty. Tatiana, I believe when we have a rule, we have to follow it. Ignoring rule number one.
Wow.
So you see how I took that drink?
Yeah.
Like I'm thirsty, right? And what do we mean by this? Is it a metaphor? Yes, but also it's literal. So when you are out with your friends celebrating your success, and you say to yourself, well, I don't want to get too drunk. I have some place to be tomorrow. What do you say? No. Celebrate your success and drink each drink like you are in the middle of the desert and you're very, very thirsty. Now, our final reason why we fail. Well, it's a fear of failure. That one's pretty obvious, right? Yes? Still fear? Scooby's still scared? Now, one of my idols in the tech world, the entrepreneurial world, he says, I'm convinced that about half of what separates the successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. And now with this, Steve Jobs was absolutely correct. Rule number three, if first you don't succeed, quit. Now, you sir, do you think I'm doing a good job as a motivational speaker? Sure. Okay, fair enough, I'll keep going. What I mean by this, if you think about all the people in the world that do all of the things, if you're not immediately good at something, you're probably not going to be the best. Not the best, quit. You think Tiger Woods was a good golfer? He was, actually, as a child. That's why he didn't quit. Now me, I tried golf several years ago. I was terrible. I don't golf anymore. So anyways, I will leave you with this. Conquer your fears, date success. Put a ring on success's finger. Tell success that you want to spend the rest of your life with success and commit to it. All right, folks, well, that's all the time I have. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful